For most of human history, aging was simple. You lived, you suffered, and eventually, you slowly turned into your grandparents. But recently, scientists have noticed something deeply uncomfortable. People are no longer just aging, they are aging faster. And somehow, against all logic, Gen Z, the generation that moisturizes religiously, drinks iced matcha, and fears gluten, is showing signs of premature aging. Yes, the generation that invented self-care is biologically tired. Welcome back to the Fact Hub. Today we are asking a deeply unsettling question. Why does Gen Z look emotionally exhausted and biologically 35? Let us start with stress, because apparently it is now a lifestyle. While every generation has faced its own version of pressure, Gen Z is uniquely burdened with a cocktail of modern-day anxieties. The constant scrutiny of social media, the hyper-competitive nature of academics, and the uncertainty of a rapidly shifting job market all stack together to create a level of stress that rarely ever switches off. According to aesthetician Emily Trampetti, stress is one of the most underrated contributors to aging. And in many cultures, especially in America, we have started treating it like an honor badge. What research continues to show is that chronic stress, particularly when it overlaps with mental health struggles, can accelerate the aging process very quickly. A 2022 survey by the McKinsey Health Institute found that 32% of Gen Z respondents reported experiencing poor mental, social, and spiritual health, compared to just 23% of millennials. Even more telling, 27% of Gen Z participants directly blamed social media for it. Ironically, millennials actually spend more time on social media overall. The difference is how Gen Z uses it. The report found that Gen Z engages in higher levels of passive use, also known as endless scrolling, silent comparison, and watching other people live their lives in HD. That fixation on observing what everyone else is doing comes with consequences. A 2015 study published in the Journal of Experimental Psychology found that passive social media use is associated with declines in emotional well-being. In simple terms, quietly scrolling through other people's highlight reels does not inspire growth. It just makes your brain sad and tired. Now let us talk about screens, the glowing rectangles Gen Z has emotionally bonded with. One of the biggest lifestyle shifts of the last few decades is the explosion of screen time. Between smartphones, tablets, laptops, and gaming consoles, Gen Z is basically living inside a glowing rectangle. And no, the damage does not stop at digital eye strain and dry blinking. Screens emit blue light, which penetrates deep into the skin and can cause cellular damage. Research suggests that prolonged blue light exposure accelerates skin aging by increasing oxidative stress and breaking down collagen, the protein responsible for keeping skin firm and youthful. Gen Z spends over 7 hours a day staring at screens, which is impressive considering they are also tired all the time. It's no surprise that their skin might be aging faster than that of previous generations. The thing everyone needs and no one gets. Sleep deprivation is basically Gen Z's personality trait. Between the constant engagement with digital devices, academic pressure, social expectations, and the inability to log off mentally, at this point, getting 7 to 9 hours of sleep feels less like a health guideline and more like a luxury item. Sleep is not optional maintenance. It is when the body actually repairs itself. During deep sleep, the body produces collagen and other essential compounds that keep the skin resilient, bright, and youthful. When sleep is cut short or constantly interrupted, these repair processes are disrupted, leaving the skin dull, tired-looking, and far more likely to develop fine lines long before it should. Now, let us discuss food specifically. Food that requires zero effort and offers zero nutrients. Gen Z grew up in the age of fast food, energy drinks, sugary snacks, and meals that come from apps rather than kitchens. And while this is emotionally comforting, nutritionally it is chaos. A lack of vitamins, antioxidants, and healthy fats reduces skin elasticity and hydration. Vitamin C deficiency alone can mess with collagen production and accelerate wrinkles. So yes, Your iced coffee counts emotionally. Biologically, it does nothing. Gen Z is also aging in an environment that is actively hostile. And this is because the world has changed dramatically in terms of environmental conditions. Pollution levels in urban areas are higher. UV exposure is stronger. The ozone layer is tired. Just like everyone else. Gen Z, especially those living in densely populated cities, is exposed to higher levels of environmental toxins, which can accelerate skin aging. Pollution particles penetrate the skin barrier, triggering inflammation and oxidative stress. UV radiation causes photoaging, which leads to wrinkles, pigmentation, and loss of elasticity. So even if Gen Z stays indoors, their skin still remembers the outside exists. Finally, we arrive at social media, the place where aging anxiety goes to thrive. Gen Z is constantly exposed to filtered, edited, unreal faces that look flawless at 22 and suspiciously mature at 24. This pressure leads to unrealistic beauty standards and pushes many people to start extreme skincare routines or cosmetic procedures far earlier than necessary. When looking at certain celebrities like Kylie Jenner or the Love Island contestants, cosmetic procedures can sometimes result in an unintended aging effect. And here is the irony. Too many fillers too early can actually make people look older. Excessive volume distorts facial proportions, creates heaviness, and emphasizes age rather than hiding it. Instead of youth, you get confusion. Your face is not supposed to peak before your frontal lobe finishes developing. Can Gen Z reverse the trend? Thankfully, yes. Biological aging is influenced by behavior, not destiny. Simply knowing what's speeding up premature aging is half the battle. For Gen Z, taking even a few smart steps like cutting down screen time, actually managing stress instead of just posting about it, prioritizing sleep, eating something that isn't just fries and energy drinks, and using skincare with antioxidants and SPF can help slow down the whole "I feel 30 at 20" vibe. The solution is not perfection. It is moderation. Gen Z is not doomed. But it is tired, stressed, overstimulated, under-rested, and living in a digital pressure cooker. In a world where the non-stop chaos of modern life seems determined to make us look and feel older by the minute, prioritizing self-care isn't just a trendy suggestion, it's essential. And we're not just talking about your mental and emotional well-being. Your body will thank you too. If you enjoyed this breakdown of humanity aging badly in real time, subscribe, like, and share this video. And I will see you in the next one.